Gervonta Tank Davis clears the air about a fake fight with Adrien Broner. What up, fight world? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing if you want to become part of the gang. Notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the super chats, channel donations, the Venmo donations, and the Patreon family. We working. Sign up for ESPN Plus below using my link. It helps the channel. Now, this social media age is crazy. A lot of clout chasing, especially in boxing. We see it. Fighters calling out other fighters, and they have no intentions of fighting them. We got franchise champions. And, the good thing about YouTube, I definitely pioneered the boxing movement on YouTube. One of the people, definitely. Like, especially doing what I'm reading is like referring to like commentary, not just like being at the fights and weigh-ins and stuff, but doing commentary about the latest happenings in boxing and stuff. And the good thing, I love this platform, but the good thing is that so many people want to do it now, so you can get different spins and takes and all that kind of stuff. But that's also the bad thing. It's like the good thing is the bad thing. And what I mean is the game is oversaturated, and now you have so many people who want to become YouTubers and leave their job that there's so much content, and you have to oftentimes sift through the bullshit to see what's real, and it's not just YouTube. This is the same for Instagram boxing, people on Twitter. Everybody's looking to come up, so you'll see things be shared, retweeted, and that kind of thing on social, and you think it's a trusted source or somebody in the know, and it doesn't always play out like that. But anyway, a lot of y'all hit me up about this Broner Tank Davis. You see, I didn't make any content. I made no video about it. And at the end of this video, I'm going to play the clip from Gervonta Tank Davis and Adrien Broner, and you'll see why. A lot of people were running with this story, started by a Dazn employee, that sources said Tank got into a scuffle and punched Broner, or Broner punched Tank and punched a PR person. And I didn't make no story about it. I didn't see no video. Like, usually when something happens like that in the industry, we're a couple months out from 2020, like the vision. When something like this happens and cataclysmic and some major clash between celebrities, somebody got it on tape, either TMZ or whatnot. I remember I seen recently that Catch Me Outside, how about that? The Bad Baby chick and the Whoa Vicky chick, and they're in the studio fighting. Video came out, and then you see the Bad Baby girl going to her Instagrams, like, pleading her case. Same thing with Da Baby, I do what I want, it's good. I'm the young CEO, I'm sure. Yeah. Bagging and mail it. The Baby, when he got in a fight at the, Coach store. I forgot what store they was in. But the dude's drawers was out. You seen, at least some form of a clip. But with this Tank Davis and Broner shit, I didn't hear nobody talking about it except for one source, and it was quickly shot down by Showtime's Steven Espinoza. He said, focus on your disaster of a telecast on Dazn, and he's right with the Dazn telecast. It was a disaster. They had people in the venue waiting to see Canelo Kovalev, the fight they paid for. They had him in some kind of intermission mode, watching another sport, UFC 244, that was happening in New York. Horrible. And then the Canelo fight looked fake as fuck to me. Just the whole feeling, tapping gloves, just in general, it didn't look, I don't know. It didn't look like it lived up to the hype for me. But Tank and Broner are with each other, or they were when they recorded this video, and they're talking about it, making jokes and making light of it. So, that was poor reporting from Dazn to have put that out there, talking about sources. Like, just because you slap sources on it doesn't alleviate you from like having to try to report the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like saying, oh, Ego fucks alien chick, sources say. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't mean you can make baseless accusations and those types of things just because you slap sources on it. You feel what I'm saying? And, you know, it's really negligent. And I know it's this game, the new game is different. Like, people talking about Tekashi told and gonna get a $10 million deal. So I don't know if people care about some of the same things that I came up on, like principle and integrity and your name, your surname. But to me, those things are important. So I try my best to put out, you know, reliable information or information I believe to be reliable, you know. So that was a bad look for DAZN to have that type of telecast and then have a DAZN employee spreading that type of information and saying this, and it looks completely baseless. Like, you were just walking around the MGM and someone said, oh man, I seen Broner fighting with Tank Davis, and you wanted to be the first to report it. You know, it's just like, it sounded like total hearsay. They got in a fight in front of Canelo's locker room. Like, that's just random. And it was weird because when I read the story, I thought it was weird because I had just seen Tank and Broner together on like videos and stuff, walking and laughing, and you know, Tank got a fight coming up. So I'm like, damn, you know, it just went all the way left and Broner punched him. That sounds weird. Again, this is why I didn't make any video. But shout out to Ellie Sekback as well. Ellie Sekback kind of cleared the air immediately, and he said he had footage. It was crazy. The said night this was supposed to happen, he had footage of Tank and Broner, and they were all jovial. Everybody's laughing and, you know, just being their regular selves. So I don't know where this came from. I don't know where the sources came from, but it looks totally false. And again, all the people that reach out to me, oh, you hear about this? Listen, I'm not here. This ain't high school. I'm not here to just spread a bunch of shit. You know, if I don't believe it to be true or, you know, can't confirm it, I don't, you know, my credibility, my integrity means something. So that's why all the people, you know, I wasn't even, people on my live were like, oh, you hear about Broner? That's why I didn't talk about it too much, because I ain't heard nothing about it. I ain't had no proof or nothing. So, you know, what's there to talk about? See, and that's what's wrong with this social media age. People want to jump to conclusions, you know, can't even verify the information. What's the point of having contacts in the industry if you can't utilize them? You know, like, you know, some of these guys might have Tank's number or Broner's number or whoever and be like, yo, you good? And like, you know, if you had that type of relationship with them. So it looked like a distraction from what was a disaster on DAZN. You know, like, oh, let's just talk about these PBC guys, you know. But bad look, you know, DAZN, they definitely in the hot seat after that horrible event, you know, between Canelo and Kovalev. Let me know what you guys think. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Watch the video where Gervonta and Broner next to each other. And the other thing, if you notice, there's no marks on their face. Like, they punch. These are professional fighters, no gloves, no wraps. And, you know, like I said, one has a fight coming up, and neither fighter looks to have any marks on their face, black eye, no bruise. You know, if someone duffs you out, then you probably will have a scratch or something. You know, your knuckles look fucked up, something. You know, some indication of that, especially if you're getting punched by someone who knows how to throw a punch. And, you know, the whole thing seemed weird to me, bro. That, you know, like, they got in a fight, and talking about they got in a fight, and like neither of them are even in fighting shape and shit. It's like just to be chunking them in front of people and stuff. I'm like, motherfuckers in Tank got a fight coming out. It just, whole shit sounded weird. Let me know what you guys think. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. We working.
Man, this man had a fight last night.
Tank hit me with an explosive punch.
It's crazy. Huh? Nigga got hit with an explosive punch. They got hit. They got head put.
So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.